Welcome to the first ever episode of Undergeared, a podcast about World of Warcraft, hosted by yours truly, Tsu with a T, and my good friend Haarv, who you'll meet in just a moment. We're excited to dive into all things WoW, whether that's news, hot button topics, or personal stories. Our goal for this podcast is for it to feel like you're just hanging with the boys, talking about your favorite game, maybe even while servers are down. Just to preface, this was our first ever time recording anything, so it's a bit rough, and a tad all over the place, but hopefully we get better at this speaking words thing. But with that said, thank you for tuning in. We are undergeared and probably underqualified to give you these opinions, but you're gonna get them anyway.
No, you send the fucking intro.
You said the intro.
Alright, got this. Alright, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the first episode of the Undergeared Podcast. I'm your host, Haarv, and I'm joined by...
Sudoku.
A lot of shit going on in WoW right now.
Oh yeah. Major shit going on in WoW. But it doesn't relate to us, so we're not going to talk about it.
Yeah, thank God.
Imagine being guildless.
Yeah, for real.
Imagine pugging.
Anyway, for those who are curious, we're thinking about talking about the Archon add-on that recently came out that tracks your parses, but we really don't have shit to add to that, mainly because we run with a guild and we don't pug anything. Because pugs are cringe.
Pugs are cringe. I had some hot takes for that, you know? Because I feel like there's a place...
Well, hey, listen. Hey, let's just go ahead and say it.
Yeah.
What's your hot take for?
Yeah. Literally, I told my girlfriend, I'm like, you gotta tune into the podcast and you'll hear my opinion. I was gonna give her my whole opinion about it.
Bro, you were edging her with the fucking topics? That's crazy. What are you doing?
I was, because I was telling her what we were gonna talk about. And then I started giving my opinion. I'm like, you know what? You gotta tune in. I'm sorry, you gotta subscribe.
You mean to tell me you're giving your girl insider information for the hottest World of Warcraft podcast on the market?
Yes, dude, I'm sorry. I mean, she's giving me insider information. I was just talking to her, and she's like, do you have a cup on your desk? I'm like, I have a few cups on my desk. Which one are you talking about specifically? She's like, I can hear it resonating on the mic. And she's like, because she went to because she went to school for this stuff, so she knows what to like listen for. She's
Why
like,
is she not our producer? Why are we producing everything? That's fucking stupid. You need to get her a job immediately.
She has a job.
Tell her to quit that one and come work for us.
She did this stuff as her job. She went to school for this, and she knows what to listen for.
Bro, she could hold the boom mic.
Oh my god.
That'd be sick.
With her whittle arms.
Anyway, we are getting off topic. Back to the Archon.
Yeah, back to
nonsense.
Archon. Okay, my thing with this is obviously an add-on like this is not great for the community because I feel like human nature, it's gonna become a toxic thing. Everyone just wants the best of the best. They want to get fucking carried. They want, they don't want to give people a shot basically. And I don't blame them at the same time, because nobody wants to like take the route with the most risk, right? Like everyone wants clean, easy runs, but yeah. But I do also feel like there's a place for an add-on like this in like the high end, if like you're potentially recruiting for your guild. But yeah. Problem is it just gets too toxic too quick.
Yeah, I mean, this literally started out, I mean, it's the same vein as the Raider IO add-on from like BFA.
Oh my god, yeah.
Before, I don't know if you remember that. I don't know if you were running keys, but you would see people who are like, hey, we're running like a +8, freehold 1.8k IO or higher.
Mm-hmm.
And if you didn't match that, you would not get in.
Yeah.
And then eventually people got fucking tired of it and Blizzard just implemented it into their game. Anyway.
I didn't even know that.
So,
see, I wasn't like doing Mythic Plus that much back then. Like not like the higher end stuff.
Well, Mythic Plus back then was an entirely different ball game. Like there was, if I recall correctly, granted it's been a long time, and then I also took a break during Shadowlands, so realistically, the end of Dragonflight was the
Yeah.
the first time I really got into high-end content.
Mm.
There was an affix that benefited you, and then there was an affix that negatively affected you.
Yeah, I think I remember that.
Like, there was one, like, there's, like, one, like, ghosts, and if you, like, dispelled them, they gave you a bunch of stuff. Kind of like how the Xalatath add-on, or not add-on, affix does it now.
Yeah, yeah.
But, like, there was, like, little helpful ones, and, like, some weeks were significantly easier, and some were significantly harder. They had, like, Sanguine, Quaking. Quaking was so cringe. God almighty. That's really just a fuck a caster. Fuck casters.
Can't relate, sorry.
Yeah, for real. I played a warrior back then anyway.
Oh my.
Warrior and then into monk.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, dude, I went from Zug to Peace and Tranquility. All in the time span of, like, one patch.
Yeah, if you believe it or not, dude, I was still a one trick. Yeah. Doing the exact same thing I'm doing now.
Really?
Yeah.
Vacated?
Yes,
the road?
The one and only. Dude, that was my handle for a long time, for many years. Yeah, it goes all the way back to the 360 days, Xbox 360 days.
Wow.
Yeah, Call of Duty.
I refuse to say my Xbox gamer tag.
That's fine.
Maybe one day. Maybe. Okay. If this podcast can get 100 likes, I'll say it on YouTube.
Okay, I'm gonna make 100 accounts right now.
Yeah, right. I'll report the video for view botting.
Wow, dude. Whatever. That's fine.
Yeah. Then your ass is grass.
Guess we don't have a podcast.
GG. One episode and done.
GG. One and done. Fine. I'll say my fucking name. It was Vacated Soul 14. Mm-hmm.
God, that.
It's super
that
emo.
checks out, bro.
Yeah. Well, cause like
that checks out.
I went through
you with your My Chemical Romance posters on your wall, and skinny jeans, long hair, pierced snake bites.
Dude, I wanted snake bites so bad.
Honestly,
dude.
Some people can rock them and some people can't. Like it's a weird thing. Some people rock them.
Mm-hmm.
They look good, and then there's some people that have them and it honestly looks like they headbutted a tackle box. I'm serious, dude. I'm serious. I could show you some pictures of people who look like they fell face first into like a fishing supply store.
You're gonna have to show me that, yeah.
Yeah, I will.
Hey,
Editor Sue, throw up a picture that I'm gonna send you later. Check this out.
Check this. See? Okay. Yeah.
Got more work for you.
Oh, for fuck's sake. That's all right.
All right.
I'm probably already cringing enough listening to myself.
Fuck Archon. It's not that big of a deal.
Honestly, yeah.
I feel like the people who are upset about it, I don't think it really affects them to begin with.
Yeah, and
I think everybody who's genuinely upset at it is not pugging heroic raids enough to like really matter. Like anybody who says like, "Hey, we're doing a normal raid and you have to like have AOTC," is
and you have to have like 95% and above parses.
Fucking absolutely trolling.
Be so fucking for real. You'll be there for a long time looking for people. The people who
you wouldn't get anybody. You'd get no bites.
No, exactly. I would look at that and laugh, you know?
Yeah, I'd be like, that guy's fucking around. Nice.
He's memeing, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
There's no way this is real.
No, not at all.
Because like the people who are fucking crying about it are probably the people who wouldn't get invited. Let's be honest. They're the ones who wouldn't meet the criteria. And that's
turbo shitters, minimum eye level, doing less than tank damage, doing less than healer damage.
Mm-hmm. The people who have no business even trying to get into these groups, who don't want to fucking improve, don't want to get better.
Yeah.
Like, join a guild. Join our guild.
That's yeah. Hey, Astron Storm Rage.
Yeah, dude.
All right.
Mm-hmm. Shout out, dude.
Good guild. Very very chill. Full of life, full of nice and wonderful people.
Absolutely.
Minus a few bad eggs.
Wow, dude.
Mainly a DK. Blood DK tank. Officer. Blood DK tank.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm just kidding. We love him.
Not gonna name any names.
No,
okay.
We'll name him. We love Swag.
Guess we'll name the name.
Nah, he's great. He trolls around a lot.
Anyway.
But he's a good dude. Okay.
Yeah, Archon, not that big a deal, in my opinion.
Yeah, for real.
I think everyone overreacted. Especially
I
because
agree.
aren't they saying now that you have to do 20 runs or 20 kills of a boss for it to show up on the add-on?
Hello?
Hello? Check.
What
Check.
happened?
I don't know. I think the internet cut out.
Oh, that fucking Canadian internet. Second time in 2 days? Anyway, as I was saying, you can cut and splice this together.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to do a lot of that.
My angle, yeah. Yeah, you thought this was just going to be click record, then upload?
No, absolutely
dude,
not.
You got your work cut out
I
for you.
knew I had the work cut out for me. I'm excited, though. I'm ready to cringe at my own voice. I can't wait, dude. This is some exposure
You have a problem
therapy.
with your own voice?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I don't. I got rid of that a long time ago, dude. If you could have heard me back like in League of Legends days,
Oh, God.
like back in like 2010, 2011, and then now, like, dude. And another thing, all right, this microphone that I have is fucking like older than some of our guild members. I'm serious. I got this on clearance on Amazon in like 2011. This microphone is like 14 years old. Blue Snowball.
Yeah. I remember YouTubers talking
That's
about
exactly why I got
microphone.
it. People were like, "Oh yeah, you know, I got my fraps and I got my Blue Snowball microphone.
Oh my god.
That's the only things you need. And my
Your
Sony
fraps.
Vegas. My pirated copy of Sony Vegas."
Yep.
Right? Okay, but to be fair, hey,
I
don't support piracy, wink, but I do genuinely own a copy of Sony Vegas. I got it on a Humble Bundle for $15. And it was so awesome.
I would pay
$15 I
for
thought
it.
was a good price. Now granted, you
I just-
can
yeah.
always upgrade too. Like every time I open it up, it's like, "Hey, would you like to upgrade to the newest one for $100?" And I'm like, "That's really not that bad." Like for like primo editing software. But I mean, probably Adobe's better. What is After Effects?
Yeah.
Probably better. But anyway, hey, we're getting off topic again. We're yapping. Is World of Warcraft easy to get into, and is it making a comeback? We can combine those together.
Oh boy. Okay. I don't think it's easy to get into. I think they've done a lot. Yeah, I think they've done a lot over the years to improve the onboarding experience, but unless you have someone to actually like guide you, unless you're like the type of person who jumps into something and just explores and enjoys for what it is, you'll have a great time.
That's psychopathic behavior, by the way. People who start up MMOs by themselves and play by themselves need to be
studied.
No, okay,
20 years in.
Let me. Yeah, jumping into like it'd be different if WoW was like a brand new game, but like jumping into a 20-year-old video game, 21-year-old video game, and playing through, and like I can get like, you know, playing through the story, but like if your goal is to do like high-end content like raiding and like higher up Mythic Plus,
yeah,
you're doing it by yourself. Like, hey, like there's resources out there for you. Like maybe check some of them out.
Yeah, we have a great website called Wowhead. A couple of YouTube channels.
We have a great support system called the WoW forums.
Oh god.
All your complaints can go there.
Were you ever a WoW forumer?
No. Anyway, WoW getting into WoW, I think it's made steps in the right direction, for sure. Especially with like that new leveling area, like where you go to like the island, instead of just like the racial spawn or wherever you spawn in at.
Yeah.
I think that's good for a base level, but realistically speaking, without like somebody kind of showing you the ropes or using external sources, I would not fucking play this game. Like if I was a new player, I would take one look at it and be like, fuck this.
Yeah, because like I just recently got my girlfriend into the game, and like she went through that like starter island, and the game does an okay job of like kind of guiding you through and teaching things, but there were many instances where she'd be like, okay, how do I do this? And I'm like, oh, it didn't really show you how to do that. Okay, this is what you do. You know, like, so it can definitely be improved, and I think they've acknowledged that it does need work, but it's like quite a step from where it used to be, where they would just drop you in fucking Duratar and be like, go have fun, figure it out.
Yeah, drop you Elwyn Forest. Hey, bro, here's a bow. Check this out. You see those wolves over there? Get 5 of them.
Yep. How do I get them? Like, that's it.
But yeah, it's just, I know for sure if like I played a lot of MMOs prior, and this I'll talk more about that later. But if I came into WoW blind, if it wasn't for like a couple of my friends, like I probably wouldn't have stuck around with it.
Yeah.
Like, and I mean, I played when it was at its not its absolute height, but like pretty close to its absolute height. Like I said, we'll talk about that later. But do you think WoW's making a comeback though? You know, is this the year of WoW? Its last 2 expansions.
Yeah.
Have they been hit? Have they been booms or dooms?
They are.
You know what I'm saying?
They are.
All right.
Certified booms.
Dragonflight, was it a boom?
I didn't play as like much as I wish I did of it, but I think overall it was a boom. I think
Dragonflight was a boom. I granted I only played season 3 and 4. So
I think
season 3 and 4 were definitely booms, but from what I've heard, people like one of our guild members, Brunick, shout out Brudang, he very much liked, what was it, Avarice? He liked the Razageth fight. I don't know which one it is.
Yeah, and that's what I keep hearing about, is this Razageth fight that I didn't get to do.
I did it in the Faded season. It was really fun.
Dragonflight was kind of like that getting their bearings type of expansion. Because we're not going to talk about Shadowlands. We're not. Okay. I know.
I mean, I have no dog in the Shadowlands fight. I played for 2 weeks and stopped. No, bullshit. I didn't even play for 2 weeks. I played for like 4 days.
That's the point. That's the point right there.
Like, I ran Torghast and I'm like, do I really want to be doing this for 2 fucking years? Not really. Yep. And then I also played a Paladin. For whatever reason, I was like, I'm gonna play a Paladin this go around. Fuck my monk that I spent all fucking BFA leveling.
Why did we both play Paladins? I was playing a Paladin in
I don't
Shadowlands
know. I have no idea. Like, dude, the light fucking called to me or something. I don't get it.
I wanted to be a dark Paladin. I made my whole Mog dark themed, and I was a tank.
Oh, I played Red. No. I played Red, and I went Venthyr Covenant, and I was like that big ass. Oh, shut up, dude. You play a fucking rogue now.
Yeah, exactly. The edgiest.
That's cringe.
Oh, whatever, dude.
That's okay. Do you think? What do you think is more cringy, or like edgy? Not cringy, I guess. Death Knights, Demon Hunters, or Rogues? Like those are like the 3. Like I would expect.
That's a whole podcast topic in and of itself, dude. I could.
Okay. Hey. All right, WoW's making a comeback. Yay or nay? And then we'll move on to is that more cringy or not?
The cringe test. Yeah, WoW's definitely making a comeback.
I agree,
especially with this expansion, because like I was gonna say, is Dragonflight was like the getting their bearings after Shadowlands expansion, and then they're like, hey, what do you think will happen if we listen to the community? And that's what this expansion is listening to the community and implementing things we actually want and doing things that benefit us.
Okay, I agree. For the most part, I think Dragonflight was a much needed expansion, especially after Shadowlands not being super great in most people's eyes. If I'm not mistaken, Shadowlands was like the lowest subscriber count they've ever been.
Yeah.
I don't know for sure, but that sounds right, or it's at least it was very low. And then in Dragonflight, I don't think it peaked to its highest. I don't think it'll ever peak back to its highest. But it was the highest it's been since like Legion or something like that. And Legion was hyped up. People loved Legion. But yeah, I think if they keep the ball rolling and keep doing updates and stuff like that, and maybe do a little engine work, because I know the engine that World of Warcraft ran on is definitely a little older. Okay, I mean it's old enough to fucking drink legally in the United States. Well, not for too much longer. Apparently, drinking age going up to 25 or something like that. Yeah, that's fucking so stupid. I'm glad I'm fucking older than 25, dude. I'd be out of a weekend plans.
I would be...
At
He's
this rate,
literally
never gonna be able to
never,
drink.
dude. He's done. Does he even want to drink? That's the thing. I feel like if you want to drink, you're gonna drink.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, War Within's cool. I think it's very good so far. I love the zones. Even Ashkahet has its moments. And that's probably my least favorite of them. Love Undermine.
Oh my god.
Love the fucking
dude.
underground
Yeah,
Goblin City is such a vibe. I love the car driving around. The only thing I don't like is there's like some weird hitboxes on some of the stuff, like light poles and fucking trash cans and just like random piles of shit.
Okay, tell me you can't drive without telling me you can't drive. Is that what you're trying to say right now? You having some trouble? You want me to take you out on the road and give you some pointers? Give you a little drift sesh?
When did you get your fucking license again?
We're talking about in-game, okay? Yeah, dude.
Oh, my bad.
We're talking about in-game.
Well, no. Like, I'll be driving down the fucking road, like, in the middle of the road. There's nothing there, and my car will just fucking stop. Like, it's like I hit an invisible wall. And I just bounce back, and I'm like, what the fuck happened? And then I'll go forward, and I'll drive right through it.
God.
Like, it doesn't make any sense. So other than, like, the weird clipping issues with the car, like, Undermine is fantastic. I love the raid, too. Yeah. The raid is so much fun. I think it's way better than Nerebar Palace. Really didn't vibe with that one.
The bosses were fun. I thought the mechanics were fun. It's just I'm so tired of being in a depressing evil lair, you know?
It's fucking gray. It's gray.
Send me to another
purple,
fucking cave, I swear to God.
And the bosses are spiders. Bro, the entire first season was nothing but spiders. Like, hey, spider bad.
Yep.
Fucking step on them. Now, goblin
step
bad.
on them.
What? Step on them. What are we stepping on
I can't
next
wait.
Season?
I'm stoked.
Zalatat, no. Do you think we'll kill Zalatat?
No, she's a multi-expansion antagonist, and
God, I hope she's not the new fucking Sylvanas, bro. I genuinely wish, like, WoW needed a good villain. Like, because, like, think about it. Who was the villain? Like, when you picture a World of Warcraft villain, who do you think of? Like, there's three that come to my mind.
Illidan is the first thing that comes to my mind.
Okay, Burning Crusade.
Yeah. Arthas.
What's the next one?
Yeah.
Arthas, Lich King, former Lich King.
You've got
from Wrath.
You've got three.
Who's the third one?
Because I could think of like bigger like.
Oh, I got three big ones. Okay, like there's good villains everywhere. Like there's good villains in like dungeons and shit like that, but like good villains that people who don't even play World of Warcraft know about. Like my mom knows about Arthas the Lich King just from like the TV commercials and shit like that. Yeah.
I guess Gul'dan is like my third one.
Gul'dan's a good one. That's not one that I was going with. I was going to go with Sylvanas. Sylvanas was
I don't like thinking of her as a villain. That's the problem, dude.
What? Bro, what do you fuck? She lit
I know.
A
Why did they make her do
fire,
that?
Bro.
That was cringe.
People. It was the bro. Okay, clearly you didn't watch the fucking lore video on the Shadowlands. It clearly wasn't Sylvanas doing that.
I mean, she
the jailer.
Did, she was the one who.
No, she was being influenced by the jailer.
It was him. It was him the whole time.
Yeah. Yeah, I fucking hate that trope. That was so fucking stupid.
You can't be mad at me. It was him.
Yeah, exactly. I genuinely wish we would have killed. Yeah, I genuinely wish we would have killed Sylvanas.
Don't you dare say that.
At the end of
Watch your mouth.
Shadowlands.
Take that back.
I genuinely did not like Sylvanas as a character. I thought she was okay. Hold on. I thought she was well written and she was a good villain. I just.
See, that's where we disagree because I don't think she was all the other. I think they wrote her like shit, and I think they ruined her character. She was so much better when she was not burning trees down and doing whack shit.
I mean, hey,
yeah,
their own, I suppose.
I agree to disagree. Agree that you're wrong and I'm right.
The honest loyalist over here. Yeah. That's super cringe, bro. Don't let people say that.
That's all right.
All right. So, let's do some origin stories. You want to go first or should I?
You can go first. Let's hear it. I feel
Okay,
like
I'll go first. So, go on. No.
I have a very storied history with World of Warcraft, so I might ramble. So, go ahead.
Okay, so let's break it down. I first got into like MMOs. I played RuneScape back when like kind of like first went to 3D. Like I played it in like third or fourth grade, and that was my first experience with like a RPG, like an MMO, and that was crazy because I love that shit. I still play it to this day, not on the same character, but and then I kind of fell out with it. Started playing more Xbox, as most people did. And then one of my Xbox friends was like, "Hey, we should start playing some computer games." And then we started playing League of Legends.
Oh no.
Okay. And he was like, "League of Legends is getting fucking kind of boring. Let's play some of these other games." So we started like browsing through, and like we found like some MMOs called like Runes of Magic, All Odds Online. We tried like Guild Wars 2 when it first became like buy to play. And then we found this one called Aeon Online, and we played that one. That was the one that we played the most. And I played that up until 2017 on and off. So I went from like 2012, like when I was still in high school, till after I graduated college. And I was like just some fucking guy playing MMOs, and then Aeon pissed me off for the last time, became super pay to win. That's kind of how the Korean MMO scene goes, though.
They love that shit.
And then my friend, one of my IRL friends, his name is Canyon.
What a great name.
He was like, "Hey, yeah, fantastic name, fantastic guy, love him to death." He was like, "Hey, have you ever thought about playing World of Warcraft?" And I was like, it's something about it, like having to buy the game and then pay like an additional like 15 a month.
Yeah.
Or it's kind of, it kind of turns people off.
Yeah,
from
it was always
into
tough to get people into it.
And I was definitely in that boat. And he was like, "Hey, you can play up to level 20 for free. Like, why don't you download it, give it a shot? You like it?" Like, okay. He's like, "Here, use my referral
He's
code."
got to get the refer.
So you got to refer a friend reward out of me. You got like a fucking pig or something, like a battle pet. I played a Worgen Warlock when I first started.
Edgy.
Yeah. Destruction.
Who's the Edge Lord now?
And hey. I took the alpha pill, bro. You better stay indoors whenever the moon comes out, the full moon. So I started playing, and this was the ass end of Legion. BFA was already announced, and it already had a release date, and it already was up for like to buy, like you like pre-order it, right, on the thing. So like 2 days after I started playing, I started watching some like streamers and like YouTubers and stuff like that. Won't name any names because no free shoutouts. And the rest is history. I bought the battle chest, bought the new expansion, played through, played a warrior after that because fuck casters. And I've been playing pretty much ever since. Well, I played BFA, and then I took a break Shadowlands, and I played in Dragonflight.
Oh,
I've been playing since. So that's my origin story. Shout out Canyon, and shout out to my boy Billy. He also kind of got me into it. He got me into PvPing, and then got his wife pregnant when he could not play PvP World of Warcraft anymore. So
yeah,
but he's happy, and he does play from time to time, and we'll throw a random BG back every now and then. Love getting down on Smash around with him. Anyway, what's your wild story?
Many moons ago. Many moons ago, dude. 2005, I stumbled across my dad in the living room playing the trial run version of World of Warcraft on his laptop, and I was enthralled. And now, leading up to this point, I had already dabbled in like Warcraft. My dad got recommended the Warcraft 3 video game by my cousin, and he would play that all the time. And I remember like begging him to let me play, and he said, "You're too young. You can't play. You won't know how." I must. Well, like I was 9 when I started playing World of Warcraft, so this was probably like a year or two before that. So yeah, I was 7, young.
Yeah, I wouldn't let my kid play.
Yeah.
Period. I wouldn't let him play.
Fair.
Period. They'd be fucking 30 years old. And be like, you're not playing that shit.
Not until you're 65.
Like Call of Duty or something.
But yeah, he finally let me play Warcraft. Loved it, even though I played with cheats. You know, I had to win, and I didn't want to think about any kind of strategy. I didn't want the strategy part of the RTS.
Oh hell yeah!
So played that, and then I saw him play World of Warcraft, and I was just like enthralled. Like, what is going on? He's just like exploring this fucking world. And yeah, he let me make a character on his account, and I remember very vividly just like staying home, like faking sick to stay home, and sitting on the couch with his laptop, fucking running around with my troll hunter. That was like my main character that I actually leveled, but my first ever character was a Tauren warrior named Mauler, which you probably can't. Yeah, you probably can't get that name no more. Back in the
Probably
day,
not unless you want to get to like a RP realm or something.
That was my first character, and then I made a gnome warlock, which I also thought was going to be my main character because I got him to level 6. I'm like, this is the highest I've ever been. Holy shit, dude! This is my main character. I got a little imp pet. Like, this guy's wicked. I can't remember what his name was, but yeah. But then I ultimately settled on my hunter, and I used a melee weapon on him because why not? I had, what was it, like Raptor Strike or something like that. I thought, oh, that's it. Yep. Forget my bow. I gotta fucking use ammo for that. Where do I even get the ammo? I have no money. I'm just gonna hit him with my axe. And yeah, I got him to like level 22 or something, just like dinkering around.
Hey, that was big back then. Like, back then, like, WoW is. It's a much different game than today. The 22 is like pretty much max level.
As
now.
like a kid with like no understanding of like the actual game, just like exploring, doing quests, going into zones I really shouldn't.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and then did the same thing into like Burning Crusade, and I didn't really start playing the game until Wrath, when I finally joined a guild. I finally hit max because I got a druid to 50 or 55, whatever you needed to unlock a Death Knight, and I was like, I'm gonna make a fucking Death Knight. I'm a goddamn edgelord. I was like going into middle school or high school, and I was like, I'm gonna make a fucking Death Knight. That's wicked cool. Made my DK, and that was the first character I got to max level. I remember hitting max in Ice Crown, and I had some random dude grats me. I was like, yeah, dude.
Oh hell
like
yeah,
that,
dude.
This is the MMO experience. This is what I subscribe to.
Dude, I love the social aspect of MMO. Really, it's really kind of a shame that World of Warcraft is becoming more and more antisocial. It's more like I'm gonna turn off sounds and play with just music on. I'm turning off the chat. I don't want to see anybody, talk to anybody. I'm just gonna do my delve and fuck off.
Do you remember like the garrisons and what that did for the game? Like that was what.
Dude, I started in fucking BSA.
Shit.
No, I don't. I remember people hearing. I remember my friend Billy talking about how the garrisons, because he was playing when he was in boot camp, and then when he got deployed.
Yeah.
He was playing pretty much like all day whenever he wasn't, getting fucking ordered to do a million push-ups for, fucking tying his boots wrong or whatever. And he was like, yeah, dude, you got these garrisons, you can build your own base and all this sort of shit. I'm like, that's fucking super cool, but I'm still not paying $15 a month.
I thank God you didn't.
Dude. Like, building bases are cool, but have you ever heard of a game called League of Legends?
By the way, League of Legends.
Dude, old League was so much better. Like,
don't even get me started on that game.
Fucking Death Knight main. It took you 3 expansions to level up the next level.
I finally did. And then, I don't know, I guess I just saw people, like, doing the raids in trade chat, like, looking for people. So I signed up to join one, and it was Naxxramas. And, yeah, dude, I remember...
That was fucking rough, dude.
All I remember was, like, joining in, and they're, like, periodically saying in the raid chat to like join Ventrilo, and I didn't know what the fuck Ventrilo was at the time. I'm like, what are they talking about? I just want to raid. Why do they keep telling me to join Ventrilo? What is that?
What is a Ventrilo? Like the dolls?
I don't know how to ventriloquist. I just know how to press my buttons. Which I probably didn't do right. Yeah, like I don't think any of my gear was like gemmed or enchanted. Like, it was rough. I don't know why they.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. I got a gym in the today.
Dude, that's the reason.
Reminding me. I'm gonna write down a sticky note.
It's all making sense now. Your DPS, the struggles you're having. It all comes down to the gems and the enchants, dude. We figured it out. Don't worry.
Yes. Yes, it's totally
no, it's really not, dude. As long as you got your gems and enchants, you're fine. You'll parse.
Yeah, I'll be good.
You'll have a color. I was gonna say you'll have a color, but 2 works.
It might be great.
But yeah, I think that raid group ended up like inviting me to their guild, and like a bunch of them were from fucking Alaska. So like. Yeah, I just remember like going on, because this was back when like people would use guild websites. There was no Discord, there was nothing like that.
Oh, dude,
yes,
those were fucking awesome.
And they had like a home life section, or like posting selfies section. And yeah, there was one dude who just like was in the middle of a fucking tundra, a frozen tundra. I'm like, this is Alaska. He's from Alaska.
He's living in Ice Crown IRL. That's crazy.
100%, yeah. And yeah, I raided with them a few times more, but like it wasn't until I joined my next guild, Legends Never Die. Yeah, dude.
Wow.
They were the ones that actually like kind of took me under their wing a bit, and like there was a DK in that guild. I forgot his name, but I remember having like a whole sit down session with him on Ventrilo, and he like taught me how to play, told me what gems and enchants to use, and I got pretty good. Pretty good. I was like 14. And on my 14th birthday, actually, I think that was around when Ice Crown first released, like Ice Crown Citadel, and I wanted to do the raid so bad. I wanted to fight Arthas so bad because it was like huge nostalgia from playing Warcraft 3. So I sent an in-game mail to my guild leader saying like basically that I just turned 14. It was my birthday the other day. Can I please join the raid? And like, bless his heart. Like, for fucking dealing with 14-year-old me. He is basically just telling me, oh, we're doing like a co-raid with like a sister guild. So it's going to be up to them. I don't know. We'll try to get you in, but yeah, we'll get you in later. Yeah, eventually eventually I did get to raid Ice Crown, but they were progging, so like they didn't want to bring some stupid kid. But yeah, then the rest is history. I played every expansion after that, you know, at varying degrees. Shadowlands was my biggest break. Like I literally played for like the first few weeks and then I was gone.
Yeah,
I couldn't get into it.
I played in Shadowlands. I played for like I did professional for whatever fucking reason. Like I wanted to make the rune carved gear, like right off the bat. So I like once I hit max level, it was like 70 at the time. Or no, bullshit, it was 60 because that's when they did the level squish. I got to 60 on my paladin. I went and I farmed up like a ton of like ores and stuff like that, and I went to like I leveled up my blacksmithing, got it like max. I had the ability to make the rune carved gear, but like nobody wanted to. Either nobody wanted to or nobody could make the blessed bars. Like it was enchanting. Like you had to have the metal bar, use some enchanting materials.
That sounds cool.
And make it a blessed bar. Those things were like 9,000 apiece, like day like 2. Oof. Like they were bad expensive.
Jesus.
So I fucking leveled up enchanting as well. I had blacksmithing enchanting on my paladin, and I'm pretty sure I still have them to
That's
this
an interesting
day.
combo.
Such a weird combination. And I made the full rune carved gear, and I was like, this is gonna be sick. I'm gonna sell this for so much money. And I looked at the auction house, and people were selling it for like fucking pennies. I mean, it was not fucking worth it. That was a key experience, and I was like, okay, well, but I didn't make a ton of money. Like, made like 250,000 like, in like the first like 3 days just from like selling. Like, dude, selling those fucking enchanted bars like made some serious dosh. It's like you needed them for damn near everything. Anything to do with like metalworking. But that kind of segues, talking about memories, kind of segues into the next topic: dungeon and raid horror stories. I got a couple. So the most recent one, it was day 1 of the latest season, The War Within Season 2. Me and Brunick, tank from our guild, and friend of the podcast, and just friend in general. He decided to tank, and we were doing a +2 or so workshop. Yeah, Mechagon workshop. Now this is like first day. It's like that Tuesday of the season launch. The dungeons were very overtuned. Everybody was getting one shot by shit. Like, if you pulled more than one pack, you were getting fucking decimated. Like, unless you played, like, damn near perfectly, you weren't fucking timing that bitch. So, we went in there and we got there was a hunter. He had, like, 2,700 rating. Pretty high. Season 1. So we're like, yeah, fuck it, we'll get him in. So we summon him in, we get our healer, we get another DPS, we're good to go. He was higher, it was significantly higher eye level than me. He was like 30 eye levels higher than me. We very quickly realized that this guy probably paid for dungeon boosts.
Oh no.
Yeah. He was doing... Now, listen, okay? He was doing not great damage. But that can be excused. This guy did not know how to play the fucking game. Like, period. Like, it's... I can kind of understand that, new dungeon, new season, never been there before. The mechanics might be a little iffy for some people. But, I mean, this guy... I'm surprised he could fucking find the W key. And like on the stealth part where you have to stay in the vents and avoid the robots. I'll put it to you like this: everybody else was at the boss killing him, and the boss was at 10% health by the time that he made it through. The boss, the garden.
Isn't there like a set of ads you gotta? There's a
set of ads that you have to kill. We killed them, killed the boss to 90. He was down 90%. He had 10% left. He was in very much execute phase, and that guy finally made it.
I have arrived.
And after, he was like, "Hey guys, guess what? Kill shot, bang."
Fear not.
So. After that, I mean, we were fucking overtime by like 30 minutes or something like that. We were in there for like an hour and a half.
Oh no.
Something fucking ridiculous. So, we have a good idea. We look him up on Warcraft logs and Raider.io, and this dude, I don't know if he has just like deep pockets, or he swiped his credit card and got a WoW token a couple times over, or what, or is friends with some people in very high places. This dude ran like 27 of like the same dungeon at like plus like 10 or whatever. Just over and over. I'm going to assume trying to get like a best in slot. And like he only played that character for like 3 weeks prior, like 3 weeks before the season ended. Like that's when he like started playing. And it was all the same people running the exact same dungeons over and over and over.
Interesting.
All the time. And it was fucking
all of those
terrible.
Runs, he didn't pick up a thing or two on how to play the game.
Bro, and it's fucking Beastmaster Hunter, for fuck's sake. The only thing you have to do is you press fucking multi-shot to get Beast Cleave activated every 5 seconds and keep your fucking barb shot stacks up to 3. It's not hard. I did it, and I fucking suck at this game. Bro,
there it is.
That guy was fucking... Alright,
man.
fuck that guy. And then, I mean, raid. Listen, we've all been into those fucking raids. Alright. I know for a fact you've been into a raid where you're like, this is... I'd rather be anywhere else.
That was in BFA, like, I tried running my own guild in BFA, which was fine. It was just the guild that I ended up joining afterwards, like when my guild didn't really like pan out. There was a lot of like uncomfortable situations.
Oh god, dude, I could go on and on about those.
We just had like our raid leader. He was great. He was one of those raid leaders that was very like knowledgeable and knew what he was talking about. He just didn't know how to talk to people, and yeah, so he kept running into this, because like I talked to him like outside of raid and he was super chill, but like during raid he would like rub people the wrong way all the time. A lot of like the officers would get pissy with him, just the way he spoke to people. It's just he did not have a good way with words in like a raid. Like he didn't know how to give criticism in a constructive way or in even just a pleasant way. He just like sounded like an asshole. Like, we got AOTC. It was great, but at what cost? Because I think the guild fell apart. Yeah, the guild fell apart after the expansion. I think like a big chunk of the guild went to a different server, and then I had taken a break at the time. Damn. I come back and my guild is gone. I'm like, oh, okay, cool, dude.
They fucking packed up and left server. That's crazy. I've never been in a situation where I'm like, I have to fucking change servers. Granted, it could happen, like, you know, like, maybe something cataclysmic happens with our guild, and I'm like, I gotta get out of here. Like, I'm fuck this, I'm going to the Conjurus or something. Go to Area 52,
why would you do that
to
yourself?
Playing Horde.
That sounds infinitely
playing
worse. You're already playing a Goblin.
Yeah, I'm playing a Goblin for the memes, though. Like, Undermine, this is fucking Goblin City. I was like, I put a poll in the chat, and I was like, hey, do I race change to Goblin? They were on sale. Race change tokens.
I've wanted to race change for like fucking months, but then every time I go to check, it's probably been like a dozen times I've gone to check the price. $32 in Canadian Monopoly money. And I'm like, I will not fucking pay $32.
16
yeah,
toonies?
dude. 16 of my toonies.
Holy
yeah.
moly. That is a lot.
I can't justify it. If it was like even just $15, I would do it way more often.
Holy shit, that's still a lot. That's 30 days of subtime. Well, okay, not for you, LOL. That's fucking ridiculous, dude. You're getting robbed on your fucking subtime.
$21,
like, there's no putting
it used to be $18.
$21.
Those were great days. I didn't know how good I had it when it was 18.
Dude, okay, so back in BFA, my warrior, he was a dwarf. And I got, at the start of the expansion, I got messaged by another dwarf who had a dwarven only guild.
Yeah, I've always wanted to be a part of a guild
only
like
dwarves.
This.
It was so sick. All right, it was called the Dwarven Brotherhood on Storm Rage. It was so badass. Like I was active in there. I became an officer. Like we ran like dwarf only events. We got into raiding. We got like achievements and like we had like all sorts of shit. We had tons of fun, and it was only dwarves. The only achievements we couldn't get were like the racial ones and like the class specific ones because like you can't be a druid on
Can you imagine?
Fucking dwarf and shit. That'd be sick. What would their fucking form be?
Turn into house cats.
Probably turn into a ram.
Well, we can figure it out. Yeah.
Ram for their travel form. But so this is getting crazy. One of the other officers, named Bearderson, cool fella, played a paladin.
It sounds like
paladin.
A fever dream, dude.
She's very
not
nice.
Real. This is not.
This is real. Bearderson, listen, I could get him on the pod.
Oh,
I have her on Discord. I could be like, hey, this is going to be really weird. I haven't talked to you since the end of BFA.
Oh my god.
You want to be on our podcast?
Isn't that over 5 years? Holy shit.
Yeah, pretty much. It'll be 5 years in like...
I'm going to throw up. That's...
November? Wow. That's
literally
crazy. Where does time go? But we wanted to get more members into the guild, and we didn't use any sort of add-ons for guild recruiting. We did it the old-fashioned way of typing in /who. And Beard came up with this idea, like, let me strike up a conversation with somebody before I can invite them to the guild. And they found this dude. He was like, hey, what are you doing? Like, like, how you doing? Like, hey, how's your day been?
I would be a little sus of
this
that.
Dude.
Not gonna lie.
This guy was not.
This
guy, he was going through it. All right, let's say that. He was like, my best friend in the entire world is dying of HIV and needs to get treatment. I don't know what to do. Like, I'm really at a fucking loss for words. Like, this is my best friend. He's been my best friend my entire life, and I really do not know what I would do without him. And, like, the entire time, Bearderson is like, I have no fucking idea. Like, how do you go about that? Like, if I was a random person, I'm like, hey, my best friend's fucking dying.
Yeah.
Well, what would you do in that situation?
Gotta go.
So, like, really, really messed up situation. So Bearderson finally cut it off. And before she cut it off, she was like, hey, like, listen, if you want to be a part of a really cool, community of only dwarfs, like, we have a guild, tons of nice people. And the guy said, no thanks, LOL, and left. So he goes there, trauma dumps on Beard, and then doesn't join the guild afterwards.
Holy.
That was fucking insane. And then, okay, I logged in, because I took a break from my warrior, and I played a monk. I played a human monk. And I logged in at the beginning of Shadowlands on my warrior that I hadn't played since, like, Season 2 of BFA. The Dwarven Brotherhood was gone. Like, I was kicked out. And I assumed, like, hey, nobody was playing, got disbanded, whatever. And I had the Guildmaster on my Battle.net, and I still have him. And I just chalked it up to, like, hey, like, Shadowlands killed the guild. Like, everybody's drive for the game was fucking over, right? Because, like, most of the officers, like, the Guildmaster stopped playing, I stopped playing, like, 2 other officers stopped playing. It was just... And then Season 3 of The War Within, I'm playing my shaman and I'm in Ironforge and I get a PM from him. He's like, Ironforge is a good city, lad. And I was like, dude, what's going on? Like, what happened? And then he told me. I was like, it's a shame that Shadowlands killed the guild. He's like, what are you talking about? It didn't kill the guild. I'm like, what do you mean it didn't kill the guild? One of the officers took control of the guild. Because like once the guild leaders
right,
offline for like
yeah.
2 months or something like that,
relinquish it.
You can step in and take control. He did that and fucking removed everybody.
Wow.
And got his buddy. He drained the guild thing. There's a ton of money in there.
Lame.
Like, there was like 900,000 gold. He drained it like completely, and like he bought himself like a realm transfer. Like he went to like a new
started
server,
a new
changed
life,
his name and shit like that. And he left. Yeah, essentially, like he he dipped. Like he went to the Cayman Islands essentially. Like he was gone, and he left the guild to one of his IRL friends. And my old guild master was like, "Can you add him as a friend, like a character friend? And then when he logs in, let me know." And I was like, "Yeah, I'll do that." And that guy hopped on, and I would message him, and I'd be like, "Hey, this guy fucking logged in," and you would see him log in on fucking WoW, try to message him, get ignored, and I mean, like the guild is like fucking tits up. And yeah, it's like
such a shame.
crazy.
So they never got the guild back, but did they start a new one? Oh, no. I would have started fresh. Whatever. You can't hold this down.
I wouldn't have. I mean, it was a max level guild. It was a max level guild that had all the slots, like the bank slots and stuff. And, I mean, it had tons of history in it. Like we had like mail from like members who were like sick and stuff like that. Like we put like items and like mementos and shit that they gave us. Like there was personal history in that, and I mean, I'm sure it's fucking and it's terrible to think that, but
the memories,
that is the reality
got the memories, dude.
Yeah. It was fun. I mean, I had a good time. I have them added on. I have everybody except for the rogue officer, because I was never like friends with him. He was fine. He was cool. He played Survival Hunter exclusively, and he was very good at it. Actually, he was like one of like the few people like it seemed like playing it in BFA, because I mean it had like 3 buttons. Like it had fucking Raptor Strike, Wildfire Bomb, and like that was it. And, like,
playing the same spec, the same class exclusively. Wow, dude.
Who could fucking do that?
Couldn't be me.
But yeah, that was my guild story.
That's I don't think I will ever top that.
That was a trip, dude. Like, and it still kills me, like that dude talking about his like best friend is like diagnosed with HIV and he's refusing to take medication, and then
I mean it's
afterwards. Like it was fucked up in the like during that. But it's really funny to look back now.
No,
it's not funny that his friend's dying, but it's funny. It's very comedic
how it all transpired.
How all that went down.
Yeah, I mean, it's true what they say. I guess people are all trying to escape something, playing this game, playing video games in general. It's just.
Okay, I have a question for you. Do you think World of Warcraft players have a problem with oversharing, like personal information and details?
I don't know if that's. Maybe like, I think it's because of the nature of the game, because it is a big social MMO, you know, because you're not gonna like people use video games to escape, but you're not gonna go into a Call of Duty lobby and have somebody like trauma dump on you. Usually you're just gonna like verbally dump on them, and that'll be that.
Yeah, you're gonna call them the N-word and go.
Oh, yeah.
That's a joke, by the way.
Motherfucker.
No, it is a joke. I promise.
But yeah, like I think it's just like it creates the space for people to like make connections, and you have a lot of gamers maybe who spend not enough time outside, you know, not as developed socially. So they make these connections that they're not used to having outside, and they don't know how to respond besides giving them everything, you know? opening up. This is my life, and I don't blame them. Like it's probably tough being in that situation, but yeah, it happens more often than you would think.
Yeah, I mean, I remember my friend Canyon, who got me into WoW. He talked about there was some like 34-year-old woman going through it, like a divorce or like a breakup, and he was like 15, talking to her, like talking her through a fucking breakup, like back in Wrath of the Lich King, dude. Like,
dude,
she's crying on like Ventrilo, and he's like, no,
wow,
it's okay.
you just unlocked a memory. I had like a friend when it was Cataclysm, so I must have been like 15 or 16, and we used to run arenas all the time. It was like she was like a middle-aged woman, and she had kids and everything and stuff, and we just like chilled, and she listened to like Broken Side, like a bunch of emo bands and shit. Yeah.
Oh my God, Broken Side. That brings back memories.
But yeah, we just did like ran twos all the time. I don't even think we got very high rated, but like I just loved running arena, and my best friend hated running arena, so I never got to run with him. I would have to like fucking nag the shit out of him to run arenas with me. Poor guy. And then I found my own crew of PvPers, and I didn't have to nag him no more. I know. Now I don't even PvP. Yeah, I play a rogue and I don't even PvP. What's wrong with me? That was my whole reason for playing a rogue in the first place, was to go into like battlegrounds and smurf on people.
I bet you got fucking marked and then rapid fired to death.
I don't want to talk about it.
Like,
yeah.
They got
oh
your
man,
ass.
if
Like,
I I wish I could put together like a cringe compilation of every time I got knocked out of stealth by Flare. You know, like you got me.
Oh, what the fuck?
Oops. Yeah, basically that's how it feels. It is the worst.
Or moose
whatever,
headlight,
dude.
I guess, for you. Do you even have deer?
Yes, we have deer. We have more deer than I think moose, at least like in my immediate area. We have.
I'd hope so. You live in the middle of the fucking city. I would hope to God there's not just wild moose running
I'm
around.
sure there's people in America who think that's how it is in Canada. I deadass like ran it.
Oh, listen. I can name you a person that would 100% believe that now. If you said to them in our guild, if you said, yeah, we have like moose walking outside my house, and I live in like the middle of the city.
Oh, Canada.
They'd be like,
Canada sounds great.
Are you serious? Like,
wow.
yeah.
What a marvel of nature. Yeah. No, I've deadass met people in WoW who thought we lived in igloos. Like, I wish. I'm like, let's be real for a second. How the fuck am I playing this game in an igloo right now? Please explain.
I used to play. Well, that reminds me. I used to play League of Legends with a guy who was in Alaska, but he wasn't like in like the towns. He was in the middle of nowhere. He had power for 2 hours a day. That was it.
How the fuck does that even work? You have power, like,
I really didn't ask him, but like he was like out there. Well, I would assume it had something to do with like solar.
Right.
Because like, you know, during certain like months, like the sun just like doesn't
to use his 2 hours of energy.
Play League of He played Heimerdinger only in League of Legends. He was good. And that was before Heimerdinger got a rework. So that was an old Heimerdinger where you just place the turrets and fuck off. Like, you just go leave. He'd come to my fucking mid lane, place a turret down, and just go bottom lane.
I've done my job.
And he was just killing all my minions. I'm like, bro, please.
Yeah, because like how do you even combat that? You know.
My minions. I need my gold. Come on. My minions. But yeah, dude. Funny wild stories.
Yep. I got many more.
Good shit. Well,
yeah, we'll
you want to save those
save them for another time. You know,
time.
Give them something to chew on for now.
All right. Let's do like one more topic and then.
Yeah, we're done with you guys.
Yeah.
Beat it.
Sorry.
Scram.
Yeah. Kick rocks. All right. Tier sets.
Yep.
This season tier sets.
They're a fucking
That a boom
doom. Oh, they suck.
Dude, I agree. They're
They're so
shit.
boring.
Okay, let me go ahead. Go ahead. No, you got this.
Like,
you got it first.
And I was trying to be optimistic about it, like going into the first season when I saw my rogue tier set. I'm like, oh cool, like I gained some stacks and then my bleeds do more damage and then I could gain more stacks and then more stuff will gain damage and that was it. I'm like, okay, well it's the first season, whatever. Maybe it'll pick up in the following seasons. No. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. I gain stacks and then I do more damage. That's it. I gain stacks and then my rupture and I think Crimson Tempest does more damage, and it's just like then I have a chance to like with my force it'll pop and then I'll get bonus damage on top of my bonus damage and that's it. Wow, dude.
Wow. So
versus
exciting.
like
I love
the end of Dragonflight where I was playing my warlock and I think it was every time my Seed of Corruption popped, it had a chance, or it would spawn some kind of fucking demon that would shoot fucking fell at the target, you know? That was my tier set.
Yeah.
But now I get a dot.
Bro, so
Or
I honestly, the tier set for Shamans in season 3 and 4 of Dragonflight, they were the same. And it was basically like you just did more damage with Lava Lash, and then you would spawn an additional Spirit Wolf whenever you used Primordial Wave. And the Spirit Wolves give you like some number of like extra damage and haste, if talented. So I mean, it was pretty cool. I mean, it was pretty boring. Like it didn't like add anything specifically. But the tier sets in the War Within have been fucking hot garbage. So I didn't play my Shaman season 1. I played my Demon Hunter, and I played Tank. And it made hopping from Dragonflight, the tier set for Vengeance Demon Hunter was it like amplified like Soul or Spirit Bomb a whole bunch. So like if there was any more than like one target, so if there's like 2 or more, like you would press Spirit Bomb instead of like Soul Cleave. And I took Soul Cleave completely off my bar. I never fucking used it. I just used Spirit Bomb. And like that's how you're supposed to play it. And like it was really cool. But then fucking within it was like, hey, guess what? Soul Cleave does more damage, and now you don't want to use Spirit Bomb hardly at all. You only want to use it if you're using Felskar to get the proc.
Okay, guess I'll fuck myself.
And then, this is where my biggest gripe comes in at. Season 2, you got the jackpot, or the lucky streak or whatever. This is the stupidest shit I have ever fucking seen for a tier set, especially on Enhancement Shaman, which is what I'm playing. Well, what I was playing. The tier set, basically, every time you spend Maelstrom, I think it's every time you spend Maelstrom stacks, you have a chance to proc a Doom Winds. Or, like, Doom Winds gains a stack of damage, like whenever you hit something with them. I know I'm explaining this very poorly. Let me restart. You activate Doom Winds, it stacks up damage, you can press Crash Lightning, gain stacks, and Crash Lightning does more damage. That's essentially the whole tier set.
Wow.
Spending Maelstrom stacks has a chance to activate a mini Doom Wind for like half the duration, so you can kind of get it, more than just a minute every minute and a half or whatever, or not, like 90 seconds. That's cool and all, and it makes Crash Lightning do a fuck ton of damage, which is awesome because usually it's a buff. You're not really using it for damage. It's kind of like either a filler ability or you use it for your buffs. You in all like the higher up builds, you don't even use Crash Lightning.
What the fuck?
The one thing that the tier set actually buffs up, you don't use.
Wait a minute.
You don't
Blizzard.
use Crash Lightning.
Talk to me. What was the design philosophy here? What was going on?
So the people on them to make the shaman guides on Wowhead and Method, they say that it's too expensive to take. There's better stuff to take in terms of skill points.
Oh
For
my
talent
god.
points. And I mean, like, I can kind of understand it, and like
That feels bad. That feels really not good.
Shaman feels fucking bad. Like, it's doing very well. It's performing very high, but dude, it feels like it feels very neglected at times, and then like you have to relearn the fucking spec every time there's a patch. I've mentioned that before.
You're not wrong. I'm fortunate that the biggest change I've gotten this expansion was that I don't have to cast Slice and Dice ever again. I just... Oh,
until
fuck. Please no.
next patch. Or
Please
next
no.
Season. What, you don't want to spend
No,
your
I do
combo points
not.
on
Oh
Slice
my
and Dice?
god.
They should just make that
It
a
basically
fucking
is,
passive
yeah.
anyway.
Like, at this point, the way it functions...
That should just be baseline. It's such a fucking
it's
bullshit
so redundant
ability
right
for
now.
Rogue. Like, it's so dumb.
Still...
Like, it's beneficial for like
Mm-hmm.
Outlaw and like maybe Sub, but like, is it really like that beneficial for
It helps
Assassination?
apply poison, so it is beneficial. Yeah, it's just
Okay.
It doesn't feel good to press like to spend my combo points on. Like, it doesn't do damage, so
Okay.
especially like during my opener, having to spend specifically 5 or plus combo points on it right off the bat, and then I can do my damage. You know, like, it didn't even feel good in my opener, and now it's much better because like all of the stuff I'm doing in my opener is all damage stuff. No
That's good,
attack speed boost.
bro. Fucking Shaman, like, you have to set shit up before you like start doing damage. Like, I have to apply fucking flame shock, flame shock. Then you gotta fucking lava lash to get the bonus damage on it, and then you have to press Doom Winds, and then I mean
you
have
gotta
to fucking burn
doom
down your
before you boom,
totem.
man.
Like, that's right, dude. I mean, I listen. All right, fuck Shaman in single target. I hate that shit. It's so annoying. But I love it in AoE. Dude, it's the best class in Mythic Plus. Like, I'm being genuine. I think I just don't like fucking single target like fights, like, in general. I just don't. I love raiding. I love like the raiding scene. I just don't like doing single target damage. I haven't found a class that I really enjoy.
Maybe you would enjoy a caster on single target, you know? Because I'm enjoying my Shadow Priest, like leveling my Shadow Priest up and gearing up and all that, because like with Rogue, all of their damage kind of revolves around the burst windows. So you have one like at the beginning, and then like basically a minute and a half every 2 minutes after that, and the in between is just managing your energy and not energy starving yourself. And because like when you energy starve, it's just the worst feeling in the world when you're just like, please, I just want to mutilate one time. I have no energy.
Yeah, that's how Demon Hunter is right now.
Yeah, because I have no.
Because like, if you run out of fucking fury, well, I mean, you're just kind of shit out of luck. You're sitting there auto attacking.
Yikes. Yeah,
And that is the fucking worst. And like, auto attacks will grant you, it's like 7 to 12 fury per hit. But dude, I do not want to be sitting there wasting GCDs auto attacking when I could be.
I want to press buttons.
Eye beaming, spell blading, blade dance, literally anything.
And that's why I think like casters might be more enjoyable, or even like a hunter, because like you're always pressing something.
Yeah.
You're always, even if it's not like your big damaging ability, you're always casting something. It feels more active than like when I'm energy starved and I'm spamming mutilate, waiting for the fucking energy to come to me. I'm winded all the time. Hold on, I gotta
Too much
Timmy's, dude. I gotta re-up with my thistle tea or whatever it's called. Basically my iced coffee.
Dude, you should get a. Yeah, you should. You should rename that ability to iced coffee.
Yep, that's basically what it is.
Be fun. That'd be fun. But yeah, dude. I mean, who knows? I mean, playing a Demon Hunter right now because our guild has fucking none. Hey, if you're a Demon Hunter out there and you want to join a chill progression rating
AOTC guild,
hit us up. Astra on Storm Rage.
Second shout out. Okay, the next one's gonna cost you.
Second shout out, honestly. Yeah, next one costs you. Sorry, Spell. Might have to cop up some Dosh. All right. Tsu's broke. Well, not anymore. You gotta come up, dude.
I think I've lost like 200k.
That's crazy.
What? I bought another tab for my Warband bank. It's 100k, man.
I haven't even bought one yet.
I haven't bought one. You can afford one, dude. It's like 25k for the first one.
I have 3 million.
What the fuck are you even crying about? You could afford more tabs than me.
I like. You're damn right. And I like a dragon, bro. Like stop.
No wonder you wouldn't take my 50k back.
That was a gift. That was for your birthday, dog.
Okay. I wish.
That was for your birthday, and also I got tired of you being like, "Hey, can you throw up your fucking repair mount so I can repair my fucking broken daggers because I die to mechanics that are avoidable all the time, even though I'm a rogue that has 13 fucking abilities."
My dagger broke in a Mythic Plus the other day. I pugged it.
Dude, you're fucking trolling. Like, honestly,
I don't know why they break all the time. They done did something, dude. They changed the derp. They did
something, bro.
They screwed the pooch on my dagger. It's their long game plan to like completely obliterate rogue, you know, because we're already like the lowest played class in the game. So, yes.
Is that true? Yeah. You mean if I look that up right now?
Lowest played class. Okay, and this is how they eliminate us from the game.
Really?
Oh, whatever, dude. Before Evoker. Is Evoker even a fucking class? Really?
Monk was before that.
Monk is fun.
Yeah.
I might switch to a monk.
What do you think the least played race is?
Kaltiran. Yeah.
Kaltiran, you think so?
Oh.
I think Mechanom.
Basically BFA.
That's fucking suck.
Your origin expansion.
Yeah. Well, technically I played in League.
Yeah, and
Legion. My bad. League on the brain.
He's still thinking about the turrets. They haunt him.
No, dude, I love best. Oh, I almost fucking said his full name.
It's fine. I can bleep it, dude.
Tag.
Just more work.
I won't say it, but yeah, he was cool. I liked him. He was very interesting. I learned a lot about Alaska.
And 2 hours windows of energy, and what to do with them.
Bro, this guy says Warlock, Monk, and Evoker are the lowest ones, and then this guy
Rogue.
says Rogue.
I swear.
Warlock?
No,
is Warlock really that
no
low
way.
on the fucking list? No fucking way. I bet this is a question for
Yeah.
Brunick. You fucking know the answer. Hey, throw up on screen what the actual
We'll just get.
least played class
I'm not gonna
is.
throw it up on screen. I'm just gonna get an audio clip of him being like, "The least played class is actually."
Brunick doesn't sound like that, bro. That's fucked up that you just did that.
You laughed, so there's got to be some truth to it.
I'm laughing at the absurdity of it.
The least played class is Rogue. There it is.
Honestly, hold on a minute.
It's fine. Take your time. I can cut all this out. More work for me.
No. It's on your fucking titties, bro.
Whatever, dude. I didn't ask.
Whatever. Didn't ask.
L plus ratio.
I'll be honest, I don't know how to fucking work Warcraft logs.
Is that how you're trying to?
Bro, what the fuck? What? One of the the top right now is a fucking rogue. And the fourth one is also a rogue.
No,
Bro,
you're literally looking at
crack.
war for rating.
For raid?
That doesn't count. I just mean overall.
Yeah, this is parses. This is parses for raid.
I don't believe.
Yes.
Yeah, well,
Now,
no, they had
Robert-
an exploit, I think. I think they were broken, and that's why.
Oh, here we go. Man, man. All right. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in to this episode
The inaugural
of the Undergeared
episode.
Podcast with your host, Evan and... fuck, I said my
Bleep.
name. Oh, who cares? Keep it in. It doesn't matter. Haarv in-game, Evan left everywhere else. Those are my socials.
And Sundoku. I'm not on social. Yeah,
And Sudoku.
I am.
He's
I try to be.
antisocial.
I know, dude.
Well. On Discord all the
Dude.
time. Sleeping on cam.